Hello. You can hear me. I see the microphone volume going up and up. Hello. How is everybody doing? Happy Monday, or like, well, how to say it? I hope you're having a decent Monday, normal Monday, whatever. But hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna point it out already, and I posted it in my Discord. If you're not in my Discord, you should totally join. That there's some changes in plants in the background. That is because, you know, I know I always say I start at 6, but it's been getting closer to 7 lately. But this time, well, I saw that both my Discord changes in background. I can't watch this stream anymore. I get it, free please. I totally get it. But I discovered that both my Monsteras and my Calathea have trips. So I was sad, and then I had to quarantine them. And then I had to write on the paper for people not to take them because I put them outside my room. It's like, please don't take plant quarantine. So I quarantined them off. Not that, like, I mean, all the plants that would get trips got them. But yeah, Monsteras and Calatheas are very delicious for trips. And unfortunately, they all have it. I'm gonna go to Obi tomorrow and buy some insect spray or whatever. But now I'm a bit sad. But it's okay. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday, sure. Yeah, I know. I get it. It's fine. But I'm here now. I'm here and we're gonna play Neuvillette's quest. But first, we're gonna look at that new theater thing that got launched. But hi Shaven and hi Bear if you're still here. If not, that's also fine. Yeah, hi everyone. How's everybody doing? How was your day? You are okay. You could be off playing games with D-Luke, I don't know. But how's everybody doing? How was your day? I woke up super tired. And then it took a really long time before I got out of bed. And then when I finally got out of bed, I noticed that we had a leak in the staircase because it had been raining really badly. So I poked people to let them know that there was a leak. And I put a bucket under it. So I did that. And then I went out and I had a cappuccino, and then I did some groceries with some basics that I always get. And I checked, yeah, I'm so happy I have the Rewe app on my phone. I have a payback card. It's awesome, but I look at the folder and the cherries were super cheap. Like, they were cheap last week already, but now they were even cheaper. They were 40 cents per 100 grams, which is like very cheap for cherries. So I still have the ones Moral gave me, but now I also got like a really big bag of cherries. They're in my fridge, so I'm happy. Yeah. Also, I've been craving cornflakes, but I didn't get them. Good one day now. I also didn't get crisps, or also very good one. I did get like salted nuts. But yeah. Hi, Buxony, share the cherries. I wish if I could, I would. Here, have a cherry. Guys, have a cherry. Cherry for you. I love cherries. Cherries are fucking great. I told him you're streaming today. He happily answered, we can play tomorrow then. That's nice. Hey, tell him that the majority of the week he can actually play games with you, because I only streamed 3 times. I used to stream 4 times a week. Remember that last year? Remember that? I want to get back to that. I would like to maybe even go to like 5 times a week, but I don't want to push it. Let's go for 4 times a week before the end of the year, which is getting closer. It's July. Plant some cherry trees. Now you have some holes in garden. That's true. Just, you know what? Like, I'll keep all the cherry pits and I'll just dunk them all in those holes in the garden. Thanks for the idea. Maybe I'll do that. You could make some cherry juice, probably. But I'd rather just eat them. Well, about that, at least 2 of those other days are very often taken by my other streamer friend. Oh no! Oh no, poor D-Luke. Poor D-Luke. It's okay. It's okay. But D-Luke can come and hang here too. D-Luke can come and hang here too. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope you had a great day today. Man, I did nothing today. I feel so bad. Tomorrow I have lots of things to do. It's just that I've been struggling waking up very, like, so badly. I hope that gets better soon. I'm trying to see what could help with that. But yeah, hope you all had a more productive day than me. Yeah, he said he was doing real life dailies today. That's why I didn't. Real life dailies need to happen too. I definitely need to do some real life dailies. I need to clean my room desperately. It's been just too warm. And now today was the first day that it was below 30 degrees, so that was nice. My room is cooling down. I don't have to have the fan on. So, I think tomorrow when I'm done with accounting, I'm gonna try to clean my room. Or try to do some AI stuff. I don't know. Speaking of AI, our AI Dana doesn't work today. They are working on implementing the listening. Well, they can listen already, you know, when I what is it? Hold down the keys to speak to her. But they're trying to implement the constant listening. So that she will hear me when I talk without me having to directly, you know, with the push to talk. So they're working on that and they're changing a bunch of things. So that is why she's not working today. And like, I mean, you've seen it yesterday. She was very wonky. So that doesn't work. But AI alerts do still work. So if you do want some AI Dana in your life today, you can still donate, follow, and subscribe. And she will generate a text-to-speech message, an image, a video, or a song for you. And let me just look up how much I put down prices-wise. Okay, so a follow gets you a text-to-speech thing. Also a donation of at least $1. Image alerts are also for a follow, and for, why do I put that for a follow? Well, and $5 or more. Video alerts are $10 or more, a subscription, or 1 community gift sub. And then a sing alert is $20, or you subscribed for 5 months or more, or if you gift 5 gift subs or more. And then what happens is, like, usually when you donate, you can like type in a little message. What she does is, like, if you say like, if you donate $20, you can go like, I would like a song about cherries, and then she will do a little video song about cherries. Yeah. Sellout stream a little bit. My donation goal here. It is for being able to visit my family. Hopefully by the end of August. I would like to go visit so that I enjoy a little bit of summertime with my family, and we can do a I've been begging for a barbecue for so long. Like, I asked last year, and then that didn't happen. And then I mentioned it, and then I go to Texel for a week with my aunt, which was, oh, vacation. And my mom and my stepdad do a barbecue without me. And by the time I come back, it was raining all the time in May, so that sucked. But hopefully this time, I'm gonna beg. Clean noted. Yes. So yeah, all donations and subs would be highly appreciated, but don't do it if you can't. And I will send all the images and videos and sing alerts to you through Discord DMs. I do have to say, I tried to send the video to Sharon yesterday, but Discord didn't allow me because I don't have Nitro. That's what happens when you're a pleb, a poor pleb. Broke poor pleb. That's effed up. What's effed up? That they like did the barbecue without me, or like, I don't know. But yeah, I will send images and all that stuff that my AI generates to you. Yes, the barbecue. I know, right? I'm on Texel, and all of a sudden in the family WhatsApp group, we have like a family WhatsApp group, so everybody like, I don't really have a small family. Like, I don't talk to the family on my dad's side, and I'm very, very close to the family on my mom's side. Like, man, so close. But we're all in like a WhatsApp group, and they just like, oh look, and I'm like, hey, and then they had to laugh. Well, my stepdad had to laugh. Pretty sure they'll do one. They'll do one. But yeah, it's all fine. I just haven't had a barbecue in years. Because, oh god, Maral is doing stuff upstairs. Is she streaming? Is she dropping stuff? No. She said she was gonna stream. She's feeling much better. But I told her to not overdo it because, you know, just because the fever is gone, then doesn't mean that she should push herself too much. But yeah. Anyway, I'm blabbing. I'm yapping. But you guys like it when I yap sometimes. But we're gonna be playing Genshin, I swear. Is there anything else that happened? Oh wait, I need to take some supplements. Sorry. I realized. Lol. I need to take these with my food, and I forget so often, and I just looked at the side and I saw my little box of supplements, and I was like, yes, take them. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say. If anything else good, anything else fine. All good, all fine. Hope you guys had a great day today. Or like at least a little bit of a good day. I know it's Monday. Monday is never nice, but it's the start, like it's officially the start of like, for me, the 1st of July always is like start of summer. But that's because like when I was younger, that was the start of summer vacation. So then like, you know, it rained so bad today. It didn't feel like the start of summer. So bad. I walked through it. I don't even know why, but I did. Imagine I'm getting sick now. I hope not. There's been people that have been really sick in the building here. And I'm just hoping that I don't feel sick. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah. 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 Genshin time. I haven't... Well, I played yesterday, so actually, never mind. I wanted to say I haven't really played Genshin, but like I played it yesterday. So let's switch scenes. Let's go. As you can see, I'm in front of the Knights of Favonius building because this new thing went live today. This theater thing, and I want to unlock it. I don't think I can play it yet, but we'll see. I'll put on the game sound. But I thought let's do that first, and then we'll get back to Neuvilette's quest. Let me turn on the game sounds, and let me turn off my background sound, and let's go. Please home. You should be able to do the easy level maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'm just really curious. So, yeah. Also, I don't know exactly when it was, but it is almost 1 year of me playing Genshin. Look, this is where you always are. Have you guys have tried it, right? How do you like it? Here I'm Bear. No. I'm not talking to you. Was fun? Nice. Also, Free Please, you never mentioned it, but how far along are you in the story? You mentioned yesterday, I think, that you were gonna play along, and then I was wondering how far along you are. I only unlocked it, haven't tried. I wanted to see it. Okay. Sorry. Man, I've never been here. I should take all these books, actually. A Drunkard's Tale. Is that Venti? Oh, there's rules. Oh, 7th edition. Okay. Please keep quiet in the library. Sounds good. Please do not damage the books. Reasonable. Please remember to return your books on time. Also reasonable. I believe everyone knows how we deal with violations, so it will not be repeated here. We hope Oh, that's fair. In our library, our library. We have a library where I live, but I never go there because, like, Germany and I don't speak German. But in the library where I used to go to when I was a kid, and where my mom now goes and I sometimes join when I visit, you are not allowed to eat and all these things. They have a new cool system where if you have been a member for X amount of time and you went to an info session about it, you're allowed to go in the library when there's no people there. As in, like, I think they sort of like cut down on librarians being there. I guess cutting costs. So it's not always open, but if you do those things, like go to the info session and stuff, within certain hours you can go there to, like, get books or drop off your books and stuff like that, which I think is very nice. It isn't as difficult as Abyss, but there's more luck and strategy with it. Hi, Queen Sea Fairy. So if you end up with an unfortunate rotation, that will just be hellish. I guess we'll have to see. I never knew today was stream. I think I mentioned it, though, like, the usual schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. I know last week I changed it up a bit, but that was because I was extremely tired. The Boar Princess? You know? Funny thing.
Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day.
Man, I can't find it, but I swear that there was a book that I read when I was younger that was literally called The Boar Princess, but in Dutch.
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you?
And now, do you do you guys sometimes have where you are remembered of something and you can't exactly figure it out, and now you have it stuck in your head and you need to find it?
Explosions can hurt people. Gin can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Clee be
So
doomed. Those are the survival rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me.
I have that now.
So
It had a
heavy.
purple cover. I know. So now I'm like, oh, I'm
Clee
so
was a
annoyed
brave
now.
girl today. I found a really weird-looking lizard. Want me to show it to you?
Oh, I'm never gonna find it. I'll find it, but not now. At least once every week. Luckily, not me. But yeah, I have it now. I once
Protocol, where are you?
was so stuck in trying to find a specific game that I played when I was a kid, and I could not find it. And whenever I asked about it, they all was like, is it Final Fantasy? And I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, I am sure it's not Final Fantasy. And it took me, oh, it was so many years. And then, when I joined the group I'm working with right now, one of the, like, a teen streamed every day, like he is a big streamer, so he had a very big audience. I had talked about it, and they were just like, well, why don't you just ask the stream? And then you'll maybe find it. So I did, and a lot of them were like, you're talking about Final Fantasy, and I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, I'm pretty sure it's Final Fantasy, and you're just misremembering and all these things. And then one person was like, it's this game. And I'm like, yes! Yes, it's this! So now I know which game it is. But for years, at least 5 years, I was looking for that game. And I could not find it. And then like, I had gone through Wikipedia lists, I had typed things out, and I could not find it.
Inside city wall.
And then somebody in Twitch chat was like, it's this game.
Can hurt people.
Yes.
Gin can be dreadful.
Thank you for the hydrate,
Mondstadt
Quincy.
be
Very
bombed. Clee be
important,
doomed.
still with the
Those are
sweater.
the survival rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me.
The game in
Bombs
question
so
was
heavy.
Young Merlin, by the way, on the Super Nintendo. Fun game. See, I'm so annoyed. There is...
Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish taste so good.
And whenever I look it up, they say the Swan Princess, and I'm like, no. No.
Where are you?
I literally, for the life of me, hardly find the last book of each of the book series, so I never get the achievement. Aha, you get achievements for this? Damn. I didn't know. I was just like, I see things shimmering. I guess I should just pick everything up that I find now that I'm in here. Or Princess. Should I read them all in my spare time? Can I count them as, like, books read in, like, my, Wait, is there another one? No. Oh, wait, there is. Haha. Yeah, damn. They have achievements for everything in this game. Okay. Look at me go. The Hexenhound. Drunkard Tale. done. Hog. I need to read more, honestly. You can always just look them up if you really can't find. That's true. If you're really like achievement hunting, I don't even think that's cheating. Ta-da! Damn, I got like... Oops. I got like... How many achievements? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
Explosion inside city wall.
Okay, let's go.
Grounded be thy woe.
Mysterious room. Oh, I love this. This looks so pretty. What a cute symbol. Ooh, this looks very
Huh?
Kingdom Hearts.
What's this doing in a library? Could this be the restricted section Lisa mentioned?
Paimon's voice changed, right? I'm not imagining this. Like, lately, with the latest events that I played, her voice changed, right? It's not as... Like, it's still high-pitched, but I feel like before it was kind of like, in a way, like a screechy high pitch. I feel like it's softer now.
Doesn't quite feel like it, though. You don't think this place is hiding some terrible secret, do you?
The
Like those rooms
puppy!
you always hear about in scary stories? You know, the ones that are usually totally off limits?
Surely it would be locked if that were the case.
That's true. We just kind of waltzed in here. And it didn't seem like the lock had been broken or anything.
I noticed that too. Okay, then it's not me, because she would... This sounded so soft. Like, it would have been more like... Yeah. I can't explain... I can't use the right words, but it would be shrill. That's the word. It would be more shrill. Instead of like...
Wait, hang on a minute. This isn't the door we came in through. Are we even in the library anymore?
We could be underneath Cinder Lake. Perhaps we've reached another world. Nah, I'll go with Cinder
You
Lake.
think? Wow, that's pretty impressive, building all this under the lake. Wait, no, that's ridiculous. No way is that where we are. Too bad Lisa's not working today, otherwise we could ask her. Well, we're here anyhow, and this place doesn't look too dangerous. Why don't we just take a look around?
Yeah. Why?
New places are meant for
not?
exploring, after all. You gotta try all kinds of new things to become a good and experienced guide.
That is true. Doggo?
Ooh, look, a stuffed wolf toy, so cute!
It is so cute. It's absolutely adorable. Even a friend who judges everything commented positively about Paimon's voice, so it's definitely a change. Okay! Then I noticed it. I think it's good too. Like, I think I'm one of the... I'm in the minority, but I do like Paimon. But I do have to say, her voice was getting shriller. And I don't mind her having a high-pitched voice. Like, but this is a good change. I like it a lot.
It's so fluffy and soft. I wonder who left it here.
I want that plushie in real life. For all you know, that toy might be this room's real master.
Oh, foolish traveler, you dare enter this fortress of doom without invitation? Prepare to be eaten alive! We should probably just leave it here for now. This place is huge, so let's keep on exploring!
Yep. Ooh, Imaginarium Theater unlocked. Oh. Well, apparently not diving anywhere. You can use the Fantasia tome in the theater lobby to start the Imaginarium Theater Challenge. The theme of the Imaginarium Theater will change every so often, with the participation conditions and special guest characters changing along with it. The opening characters of each season will gain fantastical blessings, which will grant them special buffs in performance challenges and in your adventures across Teva. You must select companions to form your party for the challenges according to the restrictions set by performance requirements. Each character starts with 2 vigor. Each time they complete an act performance challenge, they will lose 1 vigor. Uh-huh. Steal the books? I will. I'm in the library again. I'm getting all the... What is that? Investigate. No, no, not yet. I'm too afraid to touch that in case it does something, so we're just gonna... Ooh, the Little Witch and the Undying Fire. Exactly. I do like the music. Very, well, only European people will know, and even then they won't. I meant more like... I said European, but not even that. Like people from Belgium, especially Holland, and maybe Germany or whatever, if they've been there, if they're close enough to the Netherlands. But the music is very Efteling. And Efteling is an amusement park, but it is kind of focused on... They have like a fairy tale forest with a bunch of fairy tales, and they are a very sort of magical, more like theme park, if that is even the right way to explain it. It only just changes the background music if you would like to... Okay, let's see. I would kind of like to change the... Nope. Wait, where... Huh? Oh. Hello. I would like to change the music. Which is Tea Party. Oh no, I like this actually. That's fine. Wait, did it change it anyway? Yes. Okay. Investigate. Looks like just an ordinary closet. What's up, Feather? Something wrong? Perhaps we'll meet a lion in there. Why would there be a lion in a closet? Perhaps we should try somewhere else and keep the strange comments to a minimum while we're at it. That is the Chronicles of Narnia reference, for those that don't know. Which is a book series. But they also made movies. I think like the first one is called The Witch, the Lion, and something else. Ugh, it's so white outside. Paimon can't see a thing. The words on these pages, ugh, this writing's so blurred. Paimon can't make out what it says. But is that a clock hanging behind the desk? It's completely still. Looks like it's broken. Linger a while, thou art so fair. Huh? Are you okay, Feather? Seriously, stop suddenly saying such strange things. Anyway, doesn't seem like there's anything worth looking at here. Maybe we should try somewhere else instead. Sure. For those who don't know... Very... Hey, actually, like, I think Queen Seaferry is quite a lot younger than most of us. So I forgive her for not knowing about it. It's just that I feel like especially millennials knew about this, but I mean, it's an old... I don't know when the book came out. I have never read the book, though. I do have to say. I never read it. I watched two of the... No, I just watched one movie. But I do know of it. I do know of it. Okay, we'll talk to the cat. Draw season fortune slip. Oh, oh! Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, cover the flat bread with delicious mushrooms, cheese, and vegetables, and then roast it. Weren't we talking about pizza yesterday? The heated cheese can be pulled into long, thin threads, which makes for addictive bites. Yeah. The fresh shrooms and crisp vegetables shall tread upon the part of cheese, hand in hand, and dance on the tip of your tongue. Once that gourmet anthology mushroom pizza. To hold regret and sorrow within oneself is unspeakable agony to roast your very soul. But just as mushroom pizza must go through the flames, to become as fragrant as it is, persist resolutely in your path. One day that hard work shall become something worthy of dance and song. I'm gonna take a picture of that. That's actually kind of cool. The newest movie is 2010. Oof, that is a long time ago. I only watched the first movie. Thank you, Miss Cat, Mr. Cat. Is there anything? Oh. Now you mention it, this place does look a bit like a stage, but then shouldn't the curtains be hanging in front of the stage? Do you think they've been put here to hide something behind it? A screen, it's a cinema. I don't know. Anyway, never mind that for now. Let's look elsewhere. Okay. Ooh. Look over here. These desserts look delicious. You'd think desserts like those wouldn't last long, but even the fruit on the cake looks so fresh, like someone just made it. Paimon's drooling just looking at it. Just think there's no one else around, and it'll go to waste if someone doesn't eat it soon. Why don't we just try a mouthful? Or two? I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe you're right. They look so lovingly made, and it might have been Lisa who made them. It seems wrong to just start eating them without asking permission. Paimon would love to try them out, but seeing as you're against it, let's leave them for now. Damn, now it's my fault. Look, a treasure chest! So beautifully decorated and in such an unmissable spot. Almost as if it's trying to tempt us into opening it. Maybe the key somewhere nearby? Probably better not to touch it. You've got a point. After all, barging into someone's room uninvited, opening a treasure chest that they've gone to the trouble of locking, then running off with said treasure, it doesn't sound very nice put like that, does it? Anyway, we should tell Jean first, right? Yeah, but like, going into that room and stealing all the books is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Okay. It's painting by itself. That's so cool. Can we investigate something here? No. Okay, I guess the next step is... look at this painting. Whoa, is the person in that painting moving? Hi, Paimon's Paimon, and this is Feder. You couldn't tell us what this place is, could you? I'm the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. Nope, nothing. She doesn't seem to be able to hear us at all. Maybe our greeting wasn't formal enough? Oh, fair and noble lady, here's thou our question. Oh, yeah, all we needed to... oh, Jesus. To get a response was an elegant greet. Look at her, she's so excited. Or he. They're so excited. Was an elegant greeting. Pfft, oh, no. As if. Surely it's just a painting that can move. Anyway, mysterious as it is, we're not gonna find the answer by just waiting around. Why don't we go search for clues someplace else? Wait. Will it move if I... howdy there. Why don't you take a look inside the painting? So all Paimon needs to do is go inside the painting and we'll magically get to the bottom of this. Yeah, right. Just how is Paimon supposed to do that? And why are we even talking about this like it's a possibility? What world are you living in, Feder? Never mind. As mysterious as a moving painting is, we're not gonna find the answer by just waiting around. What? Okay, so it changes anyway? I was 10 years old when the first Narnia movie was released. When was the first Narnia movie released? Crawl of Narnia. Man, when did the... oof. Okay, so the books came out in 1950. So, you know, that's... and then there's the film series, and the first... how many movies were there? 3 apparently. Huh. I've never seen... I didn't even know. I knew of the Prince Caspian one, but I've never seen it. I did see The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I loved that movie. I really liked it. It was a fun movie. Okay, I think we investigated everything but the dog. Wolf. It's so cute. Paimon can't stop herself from petting it. Aw. Pat its head. You and Paimon pet a fluffy wolf toy. It's so soft. It's warm, fluffy, and full of cotton, just like Paimon imagined. Alright, let's keep looking somewhere else. Rabbit's ears. I'm gonna do everything. Okay. So cute. Poke its tummy. I just get excited with really cute. Okay, well, I think the only thing left is this, right? We did everything else. Let's go, I guess. Imaginarium Theater. Oh no, the fortune teller cat. Season rules. Opening characters. Okay. Performance requirements. Only pyro, electro, and animal characters, as well as the special guest stars, may perform in this season's show. Okay. What does that mean? Supporting cast. That's not gonna end well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they don't even have... I don't know if that's... performance prep. Oh! What a cutie! Easy mode. Complete 3 combat performances to end the show. This season's elemental type requirements. The requirements for performing in each season of the Imaginarium Theater will change, and the characters that may be used may change as well. You must select 10 characters to participate in the challenge. Characters has reached... Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Oh, the support cast is just characters you offer to other characters to borrow. Aha. Doesn't really matter for your progression. That makes sense. I don't even have 10 characters that are above level 60. Ooh. Well, that's not gonna happen. Performance prep. You can modify characters' equipment. The principal cast when starting an Imaginarium Theater challenge. You can select characters from both your own and from trial characters. Lol. None. Okay. Alternate cast members can be used to replenish your principal cast. Complete combat events or choose companion events in order for them to join the principal cast. Special guest stars are designated selectable characters that do not need to meet the elemental requirements for that season. Aha. Invite supporting cast. We could use heroes now. Look at all these characters. Okay, what does... Ah, yeah, C6. Jesus Christ. Current alternate cast. Well, if you want to, you can. I actually might want to. I'm gonna suck at it, but... Like, why not? Okay. I'll bring my Klee and my Sijuin just for fun. I don't know. And Bennett. Because I think Bennett does more damage than... Well, Bennett isn't very built, so... But we'll see. I'm just gonna try. Okay. Nice. All sorts of events can happen during an Imaginarium Theater challenge. Of these, companion events allow alternate cast members to join your principal cast. Wondrous boons can grant your party combat buffs. Mystery caches can grant certain benefits, but also carry a certain amount of risk. After selecting companion, wondrous boon, or mystery cache events, events other than combat events will be refreshed. When a combat event is selected, you will go on stage and start the current performance. Characters who haven't yet participated in the game mode have a chance to provide external audience support for companion events and Wondrous Successor. Sucker. I don't know if I even pronounced that right. I've never heard of that word. Bringing you additional benefits. Okay. Performance details. Opponents details. Refresh events. This one, I guess. Confirm your selection to lock in the current event. You cannot select another event before you finish the battle. Continue? Sure. I like this little icon. I don't know how it's gonna go. Don't judge me. Wow, it looks very pretty though. Party setup. As the challenge proceeds, you can use restart performance to change your party setup and try the challenge again. The composition of your party setup is key to completing your performance. Each character who takes part in the performance will start with 2 vigor. Each time they complete a combat event, they will lose 1 vigor. At the same time, 1 random alternate cast member will be chosen to join the principal Okay. Okay. Let's go. Begin performance. Oof. Oof. Man, I don't know how any of these work. I need Faruzan for... Okay. I don't know. Just try. By the way, I watched a video about Sijuin today. She's apparently not really strong, but there's a character she can work well with. Guess who it is? Neuvilette? I don't know. No. Klee? No, then I don't know. Risley?
Tears of the storm.
Behold! Unsightly insects! Squall and fury!
Our bond is strong. Out of my way! Wretched dastard!
Ready!
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Truth repeats its course.
I actually don't know either. Me neither. Like, I have no clue. With Farina. Aha. Okay. That went okay. Turn to the theater lobby. But like really oh!
Oh no! Sorry! Guests, hello!
Oh, so cute. Hello.
I've been waiting here for the longest time and nobody came. I was only planning to rest my eyes for a bit, but the sofa was so comfy, I guess I dozed off.
Let's talk and talk!
Shut up, Paimon, it's so cute.
Sure can. Talking is one of the things I can do. All right, so... yes. Introductions are in order, aren't they?
It's me when I do a job interview. So, what are your, like, you know? Well, talking is a thing I can do.
Greetings, my dear guests. My name is...
You forgot?
Wait. What's my name?
Not sure we can help you with that one, buddy. Guess you were in a pretty deep sleep, huh? Seems like you're still waking up.
You're Sir Halsworth, an honorary knight, much renowned and loved by all.
Huh? Really?
Yes.
We're just messing with you. Anyway, Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Okay, great, that went well. At least this mysterious room doesn't rob everyone of their memories.
I must apologize. I must have slept for so long that I can't remember what's real and what's a dream anymore. I did have a lot of dreams while I was asleep.
Damn.
Okay, concentrate. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, the current me is a concierge in charge of attending to any guests that find themselves here. Ah, yes, you may call me Wolfie.
That
Okay,
works.
But, if all you can remember are your dreams, what makes you think any of them are real experiences? They're just products of your imagination, right?
You mean, if it comes from my imagination, it can't be real life? Oh. Well, it sounds like you know more about that kind of thing than I do. I can't tell the difference at all.
Aww.
I remember a time when a horrid curse was put on me. My heart was cased in unmelting ice, and I had to spend my days in agonizing solitude, surrounded by nothing but boundless tundra. I also remember playing with Whitefang in the misty forest. We chased golden butterflies, waded through rushing streams, and shattered the very moon beneath our feet.
Man, it's so cute.
And I'll never forget marching in that celebratory procession with the other troops, being showered in confetti as I excitedly waited for Her Majesty the Queen to bestow her honor upon me. It was glorious. To me, all these events are indistinguishable from real experiences. Take my latest dream, for instance. I remember being in a garden of forking paths, and Madame Mage said to me, "From now on, you are a concierge. Be sure to treat your guests well."
Well, you're doing a great job, Wolfie.
And I found myself here. And like I said, I waited and waited and waited. And now, finally, 2 guests have arrived. At last, I can fulfill my duty. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
About Madame Mage.
Yeah, and who is this Madame Mage? Is she really just a figure from your dream? Seems like there could be more to it than just that.
I wonder why Paimon talks in third person about herself. I don't know. There are people that do that, but I have no clue why she does it. I also, for some weird reason, cannot fully remember if she does it all the time or just on certain occasions.
Well, Madame Mage is Madame Mage.
Okay.
Just as you, dear guests, are guests.
Okay, fine.
She and her friends...
All the time?
Yes, and they're all mages too. Each one of them is a master of their own type of magic.
Ooh.
Conjuring, illusions, and so on. One of them uses a quill pen to cast her spells. She has a very mysterious ink bottle that contains fantasy truth.
Damn, what's that?
I had a little taste when she wasn't looking, and oh my goodness, was it bitter.
You're not supposed to... You're not supposed to taste it. She does it all the time, but there was one slip up from localization team where she spoke in first person. Oh no, look at his tiny face. I didn't even see it. Okay. Yeah, I know I should know, but I never really fully paid that much attention to it. Like, I just read it but yeah, she does Paimon things
But the other mages
and all
all
those
love her magic.
things.
They use their powers of creation to transform her fantasy truth into true fantasy.
Ooh.
How do they do that? I haven't the slightest idea. I'm just a toy with stuffing for brains. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
About this room?
Yeah, what is this place?
Yeah.
We came in here through this one door in the library, but we were never able to open it before.
Ah, well, congratulations on your successful entry, dear guests. This is a special room, one that can only be accessed by those who are invited.
Were we invited?
Seeing as you two have this privilege, you can invite your friends to enter as well.
Ooh.
On that note, I'd better tidy up this place as quickly as possible. Oh, and I should prepare some tea and snacks too. You don't mind if they're on the sweeter side, do you?
Oh no, I don't mind at all.
Of course not. Wait, before we get ahead of ourselves, mind telling us where we are exactly? Are we even still in Mondstadt?
Does Wolfie even know what Mondstadt is?
That is a difficult question. Madam Mage created this room using magic, and I don't know magic. Still, you have my guarantee as concierge that this is a safe and comfortable place.
Okay.
I sincerely hope you enjoy your time here. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
About that book and the battle we just fought.
Yes, I saw! You were magnificent! I was completely enraptured by your performance.
Thank you.
What do you mean, performance?
Well, Madam Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present. I'm sure only the most distinguished of guests are able to take the stage as the story's protagonist and put on a show as spectacular as yours. What a thrilling battle! Yes, that's what every story needs to spice things up. Naturally, those are the kinds of stories I love reading the most. I wonder what would make a good title for a book about your magnificent performance. Should we call it a saga? An epic? A tale of conquest? A chronicle of combat? Choices, choices.
So many choices.
In any case, I do hope you will be so kind as to indulge us with more of your fine performances. In fact, scratch that. I'm afraid I shall have to insist. The story of the present is waiting to be written, and you, dear guests, are the ones to fill its pages.
Yay!
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
I think that's all. Hi, Cosmic Purge, that is how I pronounce your name. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a great start of your week and a great weekend too.
This place is getting more confusing by the second, but Wolfie seems alright.
I mean,
So, we should be fine, right? Besides, our goal is to set foot in every corner of Teyvat, and the courage to boldly go where others dare not to tread is what will take us there.
Wow, what a wonderful line! Spoken like a true adventurer.
oh, he's so cute.
You bet! We're the real deal!
Is that so? Well then, I'd better make sure I do my duty as concierge of this place. I hope this can be somewhere for you to rest and recuperate when you're weary, so that you can embark on your next adventure refreshed and renewed.
I don't know if I have to fight.
Come back here anytime if you get tired. I'll be sure to take good care of you.
Oh, I bet. Oh. Ooh. Do you do character reviews? I don't, but that is not because I think I'm too good for them. It's because I don't know what is good or what is bad. Like, you can show me the worst... The worst, like, a character with the worst artifacts and the shittiest weapon, and I will go like, looks good. Looks good. So, yeah, that's not very good. Wait! Oh, they're all here! I didn't know they would show up. That's so cool. Hi, Clarand.
I rarely encounter opportunities to rest mid-journey. During battle, slowing down is even more out of the question. However, given that this is not a solo operation, I will go along with what you think is best.
Yeah, they show up. That's so cool, honestly.
In any case, this is an acceptable place for a brief period of respite.
Sino told me an awful joke too. I loved it. Oh, can you tell us the joke? I would love to hear a bad Sino joke. I didn't even get to this. I didn't want to fight. Why didn't you want to fight, Bear? Hello, Shinobu.
You can leave the trickier opponents to me. You did invite me here after all, so I'll do my part for the cause, no problem.
Thank you.
As for what part that'll be exactly, arrange that however you wish. I can handle it.
She is such a good support. Look at him with his little plumeau. He can come clean my room too. That's not what I wanted to do. Nice, this counts for something. Oh yeah, right, I was gonna talk to him.
I'm afraid I still have some work to do before
sorry.
everything is ready. Thank you for your patience, my dear guests. If you'd like, you can take the stage and perform once more. There'll be toy medals waiting for you in treasure chests afterwards.
Oh, toy medals? Because they said I'm supposed to choose 10 characters and I don't have them. Apparently I don't have to, but it seemed like it will be harder if I won't. I guess, but you can try. Well, that's what I'm doing. I don't even have, like, half the amount of characters that are needed. Hello, Kevin.
No, I don't want to chat.
Okay, fine.
What are you making that face for? I thought you knew my deal by now. Fine. You can talk, and I'll sit over there and listen. Happy now?
No, I don't even want... Now I don't want it anymore. I love the character Wanderer, though. Kevin. I have never spoken to
I know
you.
that many of the younger generation see me as a sort of legendary figure. Why, my stories and my accomplishments can even be found in Kosharawar textbooks.
I've never seen you.
But it does seem that people aren't quite used to having a legend living among them.
Oh, wow.
No one takes my courses or pays attention to my research. Even securing research funding can be a struggle.
Poor thing.
If I were lucky enough to have one of my predecessors here in the flesh, I'd be waiting on her hand and foot, serving her tea, massaging her shoulders, asking her all sorts of questions. What happened to this generation? Where is their inquisitiveness? Where is their respect?
In my time! Oh, I don't remember it much. I remember the punchline, but it doesn't do much without the rest of the joke. That's true. Aww. Man, I would love to hear a Sino joke. I've never had, like, experienced one. I guess we'll battle again? Okay. Well, I guess with these, fire would be good. It doesn't even matter. I think it's just gonna be random. Ah, no, I can pick. Pyro characters have an advantage. Okay, so you, and one of them is not gonna make it next round, so I'm gonna go with you. Okay, let's see how it goes.
This is where you fall. Overruled.
Get frostbite. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Fire it up! Supporting fire!
You can't run. Well, I see through you. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Check this out!
Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
Wibbly wobbly!
Use this first.
Don't slip and fall!
I got you covered! Ha, don't get too close!
What an...
Don't be nervous! Just relax!
That seemed to work.
Gears of the storm! Here to
Overruled. Witness my rise. Laid bare.
over here!
Supporting fire!
This is where
Truth repeats its course!
transfixed.
I took a little bit too long. But that's okay. Ooh. There are a lot of books here, but make sure to return them to the shelves after you finish reading them. And whatever you do, never leave a book on top of a dinner plate. Why, you ask? Well, for the simple reason that it just wouldn't go down. Oh my god. That's such a silly joke. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Oh no. What are these actually? I guess nothing. Okay. More characters? Aha! Okay, okay. Well, too late. We're doing this now. Electro characters have an advantage. Great. You too. And I will bring... Actually, I shouldn't have used Farazan because apparently it's better to have her when you use Zhao, but oh well. Gonna try it anyway. I know I don't know what are good team compositions and whatever. Ooh, yikes. No.
Time to test the ball.
Get with me!
Useless.
Disappear! Worthless! Here!
Thank you, Hira. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the posture check, random salesman, and I will hydrate as well. If my bottle is still full. It is! It's still full. I have 2 bottles, so all good.
Bravo! Bravo! Another spellbinding performance!
Lamau, I looked away for 20 seconds. What happened? I used Zhao. And I was done really fast.
Are you interested in learning any new thespian tricks? By which I mean dashing and elegant poses. In fact, what would you say to a friendly exchange? I'll teach you some thespian tricks in return
Okay.
for toy medals from the treasure chests. Friendship is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Ah, just the word itself gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart and my stomach.
I understand, Wolfie. Friendships can really give you warm, fuzzy feelings in your heart and stomach. Magnificent salesman appeared. Hello. Congrats, thanks. Your Zhao is really good. It is a lovely thing indeed. All my best friendships are built on a warm, fuzzy feeling in my stomach.
Oh, for the love of... Please don't tell Paimon you're thinking about emergency food
I-
again!
hey.
We're talking about friendship here, okay? Paimon will never understand why that's where your head goes.
Paimon, I guess if the shoe fits or something, like, you know.
Anyway, are you sure you're okay with just toy medals? What can they be worth if they're just toys?
As long as you believe, even toy medals can be more valuable than gold.
Aw.
That is the magic of imagination.
Yeah.
Madam Mage told me that. I can't say I entirely understand what she meant, but
Hey.
the thespian tricks, I actually got those from a wish I made to Madam Mage. So long as she thinks it's a fair trade, I think it should be fine.
Sounds kinda ominous. Don't a lot of scary stories start out that way? You make a reckless wish to a wicked witch, but you end up regretting it when she forces you to pay an impossible price in return?
I believe you're misunderstanding the situation, dear guest. There is absolutely nothing to fear. To start with, mages are quite different from wicked witches. And besides, I already told you what the price is. It's the toy medals.
Okay.
There's no catch.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, completely. In any case, I was the one who made the wish. So if someone has to end up paying an impossible price, just leave it to me.
We still feel a little bad.
I enjoy watching your performances,
Okay.
so it's well worth it as far as I'm concerned. I wonder how many blank pages are left in this book.
Man, I want a mascot like Wolfie.
But not to worry. Even if we run out of space, new blank pages will be added very soon.
Oh?
I do look forward to the day when all empty pages are filled with stories.
He's so adorable. Oh.
I do hope I'll get to read a story about a rebellious princess. You know, the type who sheds her long, cumbersome skirts and learns equestrianism, swordplay, perhaps even medicine.
I like that they're saying something else.
She'll live freely, take to the field to defeat evil personally, and defend the people and nation by her own hand.
Go to the chest. I'm gonna talk to everybody first.
You know what?
I want to know what
I
they
might just
say.
write that story myself.
Also, it's because we have more people now. I saw Arlecchino sitting over there, so... Hello, father.
You intend to take a rest. I concur. You do look quite tired.
Hey, don't say that.
Self-knowledge is a good trait to have. Better to walk at a slower pace if it means you will travel further in the end.
That is true, though.
I brought some coffee candies. Here, take one.
Damn. A real father. Like, here. You look tired. Here, eat it. Apparently there are 3 different voice lines for all, but I don't know how to trigger the different states. These definitely sound like the resting voice lines. That could very well be the case. Let me see who else is hanging around. Clorand is still here. It's Zhao. Kevin is
People often
gone.
believe me to be highly focused on securing victories. I am a champion duelist, after all. The truth, however, is just the opposite. It is the spirit of the challenger that I value above all else. If someone is willing to face me head-on, they have my respect, no matter who secures the title of victor in the end.
Every time we get new stuff in Genshin, I get the urge to do dumb stuff. Well, what kind of dumb stuff, random salesman? It depends on what the dumb stuff is that, like, it's like,
Strength is something that can be gained through experience. Courage, however, comes from within.
It is for random every time this room reloads. I think it's nice. I love hearing them say things. So I'm saving for a character and now I have a CCR from Farina. I have someone in chat. I don't know if they're still here. Let me check. No, I won't leave the domain. But yeah, no, they're not here anymore. But Queen Seaferry, or are they? Did I miss it? No, they're not. Queen Seaferry was saving for either Yelan or Venti, and believes in building pity. So now they have a Farina. I also, you know what happened? I was pulling for Sijuin. And I was like, I'm also gonna pull for Farina. So I used up everything I had. Literally everything. Everything. And I didn't have enough. I needed like 2 more pulls for Farina to come home. But Farina is nice. It's okay, I still got some funds left. That's good. Don't be like me. But hey, Farina is quite good. Like, I don't regret doing the pulls and spending all the Primo Gems and Crystals I had. I think it was worth it. Okay, Zhao. Hello. Hello. Hello, boy.
The air grows thick with the stench of evil.
Oh, no.
I could handle the upcoming battles on my own, but I know you wouldn't agree to it.
No, just, like, accept the help. I love Farina, but I was gonna get her after the character I'm saving for, and now I need about 40k more gems. Oof. That's a lot. Which character are you saving for? Actually.
So promise me at least that you will not let your guard down.
And honestly, I only went for the weapon because I was too lazy to fish. Right, I have to do fishing now. And no unannounced characters in chat. Yeah, we are a leak-free chat. We don't talk about leaks and all these things. But I mean, if it's like the Pyro Archon, I can get with that because, like, I mean, we know there is a Pyro Archon coming, so, like, I mean, that one I'm okay with, but I don't want details or anything if there are details. It's a certain Fatui Harbinger. Well, like, now I'm like, is it like one that like, are they gonna release one that hasn't released yet? Or is it like, is it fodder? Is it like, no clue if they're gonna be playable, but I'm saving and hoping. Ah, yeah, okay. No, you can mention it then if you also are like, I have no clue. Who is it? You can tell us. Colombina. Oh, who is that again? Look, I know I've been playing for a little bit. I think I know who it is. Yeah, okay, it is her. I remembered how she looked like. I get that. I get that you would say for her. Yeah. As soon as you said a harbinger, I just knew it is her. I didn't, but I do know there are a lot of people that would like her if she would ever become playable. Oh, Wolfie, stop being so cute. Yay! More primos. Oh, that's really nice. Including me. Makes sense. I get that. For me, it's not like, oh my god, if she becomes playable, I need to have her. But I think she's one of the harbingers where I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see that. Yep. Hi. Thank you for your performance. Should you have any requests, I shall do my utmost to fulfill them. I'd like to learn some thespian tricks. Okay, please follow me. You follow Wolfie onto the stage. Ooh. The thespian tricks available from the thespian trove will be reset along with each new season of the Imaginarium Theater. After exchanging for thespian tricks, you can use them on the corresponding character's photo page. Okay. Well, I want this one. Look how majestic. Ooh, I like this one. Study trick. Oh, that's cute with his little ice cream. I'm just hoping we get her one day. I've got enough to get her, but I need to save for the weapon too. From that trailer, Arlecchino was the one I really wanted, and Colombina the one that I'd be really happy with. The Ayato one is so boring. It is really boring, but hey, he's like, what is it, a politician basically? They are kind of boring. Look at her. Oh, she's so happy looking. This one was the coolest though. got Gene C3 yesterday. You pulled more? Well, because you are still getting your C6 Farina. How much do you have? Was it C4 or C5? Thank you, Wolfie. It was from Standard Banner. Aha, actually speaking about... No. I can buy stuff from the store. Oh, I did this already. I can't even do normal. It's okay. At least we got this. At least we got this. Actually, I have a question. Can I do the easy mode again? And does that count for 4, 5, and 6? Or, does it really... No. It has to be this. Maybe you will be able to try it at the end of the month, and no, it has to be one run. Okay, that makes sense. I get it. Well, then we did everything. Then we did everything we could, which is nice. This is fun. I like this, actually. Bye, Wolfie. Bye, guys. Thank you for lending me your Zhao. You did great. Thank you. I did hard mode with 4 throwaway characters, so it's not really that hard. I mean, you need to have the throwaway characters leveled up. I don't. Also don't have characters for the normal difficulty. Okay, high five. Like, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Okay. Let me get my achievements. And then... we're in the triple digits. I like to see it. Ta-da! That is what I need. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's it. Yup. Okay. How many do I have? 5. I'm gonna use them. I don't care. I literally only have 1 animal and 1 electro character build. I have 0 build, so... I had Klee for the Pyro, but that, like, other than that, nothing. Risley is gonna be built, so no, we don't have Cryo. It was Animo. I didn't have any. I have Kazuha and A. Oh, I have A. That's true. A and Klee. Risley is a guest character, though. There you go. Oh! Please be a character. Oh, for... Hi, Noelle. At least I can... get a free wish. Cool. Oh, I'm Wanderer, so 3 out of 4. I mean, you get Clorand and Arlecchino for free in that event, so that's 2 for main deeps you need. Oh, and Wanderer, so 3 for it. Yeah, it's true. But I don't have enough characters at all. So am I missing one? I am. 2 even. Yay. Okay. Let us
Do you want to come fish blasting
go.
with me?
We don't
I'll
have
get
time.
grounded for a whole day, but it's
Or,
way
well,
worth it because the fish taste so good.
we could use some fish blasting, you know, for Farina's pipe. Okay, now that we did that... does this count? No. Let's go back to Fontaine, where our friend is waiting. Let me actually just go and... There we go. I guess this one is the closest. No, this one. No, this one. Is that on top somewhere or like... I don't know, we'll see. I have 64 standard wishes now, so I think for 5.0 I'll have 80 and I'll be able to wish on standard finally. Ooh, do you save until you have enough to get a character? Yes. Ah, smart. No, for me it's like I need to let the gacha, you know. I need to let it out. Oh! Since when was Clarence standing here? I didn't even see her.
The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great!
I think it's great too.
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Clorinde! What are you doing here?
I'm as surprised as Paimon.
It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere!
Yeah.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvilette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship.
Oh.
It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happened to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
I could do a little bit of a better job to, like, you know, feel like the shirt is a little bit tight. You know. Hi, crazy bro. How are you?
Oh, Neuvilette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
That is true.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvilette.
Okay.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on, let's go find Neuvilette.
Yes, let's find my husbando. Let's find my husbando. Surviving the moment. Aren't we all? Aren't we all in one way or another? Okay, let's go. Let's see what he found, if he found anything. Look at me, hydrating by myself without chat making me do it. Neuvilette. We're back.
Oh, you're back.
Yep.
Is everything all right?
Yep.
We ran into Clorinde. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
She is. We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I'm curious.
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade.
And?
I've come up with 2 plans.
Okay.
On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step.
Or?
On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
Okay, which one are we gonna do?
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it
Nice.
comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
That's true.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
I love how he's letting us read through, like, these official documents. Like, it's all fine. Let's read these confidential documents. Or help him for the cake crumbs. What? About Risley? No, I'll keep the Risley one for last. About the bribery case. There has been a severe bribery scandal within the guards. The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has investigated the case. All suspects involved have been arrested. The suspects have confessed to their crimes. Okay. About the Representative Council's proposal. The Representative Council has filed a request to collaborate with the Melusines Phantom on certain public events. Based on research, they believe that Melusines can enhance the popularity of these events. Ooh. The Melusines Phantom has yet to respond. However, it has not prohibited the Melusines from participating in such activities. Okay. About the smuggling case. The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and Melusines Phantom. Crumbs about Risley, or as a lot of you know him, the cake. Yeah, now it makes sense. I get it now. Yeah. The principal offenders have received judgment based on the severity of their crimes. Please refer to the appendix for the list of names, okay? About the cake. The defendant, Mr. Cake, has confessed to his crimes and was declared guilty by Iudex Neuvilette. What did he do? Risley will be exiled to the fortress of Meropide, where he will be serving his sentence. During the trial, Neuvilette remained silent for a long time. Oh no, okay. Neuvilette? Wait, there's another one? Where? Oh. About the Spina di Rosula. Ooh. The Macaroon Mafia. Callas, boss of the Spina di Rosula, was defeated in the duel and died of serious injuries. The defense of his honor has now come to a close. The defendant did not raise any objections throughout the trial. Iudex Neuvilette reserved judgment in this case. Its details are still under investigation. I'm afraid I cannot tell you that. You'll have to find it out on your own. I guess we'll find it out once we do a story quest, which I'm looking forward to. But we'll only do that after we finish Siegeweens.
Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful.
Unless we learn it during this one, but I don't think so since the focus is on Neuvilette.
Oh, there's so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
I mean, Paimon, he's been here for 400 years, or what was it?
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself.
I mean, I would have lost count by now.
If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases.
Ooh.
The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
I mean, 400 years... 300 and what is it, 65 days a year. Sometimes 366. Let's say there's a case per day, maybe. Hello, Lord Farquaad. How are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you for asking. I'm excited about playing Neuvillette's story quest, but yeah. And I got cherries, that makes me happy too. How are you? I hope you had a great weekend and a great day today. I think it was there for 500 years. There you go. I don't know why I remember 400, but yeah, that is like... Add that all up, let's say he, like... Let's say he had weekends off, which I doubt. That's a lot of days still. That's a lot of cases. If we're only counting one a day, can you imagine if there's two?
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine.
I get it. Weekend was study. Study! But so far, a decent start to the month. That's nice. I'm glad you had a decent start. What are you studying for? I'm just asking because for me, like, the 1st of July is like the start of summer vacation, so that means no school, no nothing. Well, that's not true. when I was in college, like in August, you could do a redo of the exams you failed. So I would have a little bit of a vacation and then I would study, becoming a PT. Interesting. That is interesting. What made you want to become a personal trainer? So he can even take a lot of breaks. I mean, Bear. So, like, the thing is, every 4 year, you have... I don't know the term in English. I know it in Dutch. You have, like, where one day gets added to February. So, like, there's a couple of days you're missing. But, yeah. Leap years. Leap years, that's it. Okay. But that's not gonna be much of a difference. Wait, you're Dutch? No, I'm not Dutch. I am from Belgium. I'm Belgian. But we also speak Dutch. Flemish, technically, but it's all Dutch anyway.
There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
No, I want to read more about Risley's case.
You read Paimon's mind.
Ah, so we can understand each other. Nice. I mean, you speak English. We would have understood each other anyway. But it's nice that there's a, you know... Because sometimes I cannot come up with the word in English. And then it gets a bit difficult.
All right. Let us take a break then.
Okay, let's take a break, drink some water. You were a chef for 20 years and wanted to change? Oh. That is interesting. Well, I mean, I can okay. Awkward. I can understand that you might want to change. Yeah. Being a chef is also difficult. Like, my stepdad it used to be a chef too. But he would, like... Yeah, he would mainly work during the summer vacations when, like, in Belgium you have these summer bars and stuff. And he would work all day, like, really hard there. But yeah, he's also worked in restaurants and places and stuff. So, but now he's actually in sales as a part-time thing. He also is a musician, so he was like... He works part-time, and then the rest of the time he works on his music and stuff. Nutrition-wise, it's very helpful having been a chef before. That's for sure. Plus, I mean, if you're a chef, I've noticed that with my stepdad, you can make food so quickly. And you can make, like, things that for me would be complicated to make in, like, 10 minutes. I find it so... Sometimes I'm a bit jealous. Hi, Lord Artaban! How are you doing? AI Dana isn't working today. She's still here to, like, stare at you and look deep into your soul and make you feel uncomfortable with the staring. But she's not working at the moment. They are working on implementing things so that when she's in co-streaming mode, she can hear me talking. So she won't interrupt me. She will hear what I say and bounce off of it. Yeah. Plus, they need to have a server running, and I'm like, nah. Don't talk, like, don't run the server for me. The alerts work, though. So, if you might want a picture of AI Dana, or a video, or a song, those still work. No underground German rave scene, no. Or, like, judging toxic gaming communities. That's what she was on about yesterday. Yeah, I wasn't too happy with her yesterday, actually. But the alerts were great. Like, somebody asked for a video and, like, a song. It was great. So, yeah. $1, you get text-to-speech. $5, well, no, euros. You get an image. 10 euros you get a video alert, and 20 euros you get a sing alert. Or, like, subscribing also gives you a video alert normally, I think. Yes. Or gifting a sub gives you a video alert. It should be an image, actually. Mm. Let me change that. Price-wise, it needs to be, you know, reasonable. Or, well, a follow also gives an alert, so never mind. But yeah. You get a video, and how it works with, like, donations, you can type in, like, a donation message when you donate. If you, donate 5 euros, 10 euros, or 20 euros, you can type in what you want. So for 5 euros, you can type in, like, I would like a picture of this. Which is what you did, Lord Artabum, right? Like, with the donut picture. And then, for a video alert, you can be like, roast me or whatever, and then she will roast you. And for a sing alert, you can be like, I would like a song about this, and then she will come up with a song, which is also what happened. Judgmental stare indeed. I'm sorry. I mean, she does look like me. I think she looks quite... Well... I think it's quite nice how she looks. Even if she doesn't behave, that's still data to learn from, right? For sure, but yesterday she was really broken. Like, she was actually broken. Like, Reese even said, like, no, she's not working. Like, she doesn't hear what you say. Like, yeah. But he still asked, like, what was it overall? And I said I really wasn't happy with it. Because she... Like, she was saying wrong things, and then, yeah, that... If it's about Genshin and she says random things, it can be funny, but not when she starts saying inappropriate things about Klee and Sijuin. What if we ask to be a tour guide? Will that work? In, like, an alert? I don't know if that will work. I don't know, I haven't tried. Like, if she would be in my Discord... She would probably be somewhat able to, if you ask her, but she's not in Discord to chat with yet, so, So, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, awkward silence with Neuvilette. If she's activated, she'll judge and roast you for free. Don't have to pay you for her to do that. That's not true. Unless you're, like, being mean to her, I guess. But then it's like... Yeah, I don't know. But they're working on her. Today she's broken. Like, Reese even said, like, yeah. Jan told me that the AIs don't work right now. So... Oh no, I legit spit out my coffee. Why? Also, coffee this late?
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something?
Or, like, eat sweets? I don't know.
The silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
I get you, Paimon. I also feel really awkward when it's silent.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do.
Oh, I feel you. Introvert buddies know the last time. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't remember when exactly that was, but she's been having great days. Let's just say that. Great. She's been quite something.
Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Yeah, some water.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you!
He's gonna offer water, Paimon.
Paimon wonders what Neuvilette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines.
Nope. Nope. Fancy water from... I don't know, Inazuma, Liyue, Mondstadt.
He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like Dilu.
He does seem like a person that would like wine, but... Neuvilette momentarily leaves and brings back several exquisite wine glasses.
What's inside these glasses? It looks just like
It's vodka. Took your advice as well to get Farina. Really? Did you get her? I mean, I don't know very well how she works because, like, I only just got her myself. 2 pulls and I got... Are you kidding me? I had to work so hard for her. I'm very happy for you, though, that it only took 2 pulls. Really. But you might have gotten... You might have been in pity. I don't know. Where, like, I don't know how... I haven't spent a cent on the game yet. That's good. That's really good. I'm glad you have Farina. Farina's really great. She can be very useful. Ayaka I really want. I would like Ayaka too. That when we did like the... She was up during one of those events where you had to fight. And I was like, oh. Ayaka is also one that I would like. And Kokomi. And Wanderer. And Zhao after like seeing what Hira did with their Zhao. No, I have Risley.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
What did you think, Paimon? Hydro Dragon?
So it's just plain old water?
Oof, never call water plain old.
What did you think it was?
Wine.
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Huh?
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water.
Nice.
Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa Village, and Inazuma's Konda Village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Is there any difference? They're all just water, aren't they?
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa Village have a poignant touch.
Oh.
While one might call the waters of Konda Village placid. Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area.
Apparently.
You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
Paimon's not gonna taste the difference. Oh, those swallowing sounds.
What do you think?
Just water. Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all.
It's okay, Paimon.
Isn't this just normal water?
You tried. And Yoimiya. And Yoimiya at some point. Ayaka's moveset just reminds me of Byakuya Bankai in Bleach, but Ice Style. I have no clue who that is. Apologies. But her moveset is really cool. That is true.
How regrettable.
Yes, very regrettable.
It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do it anyway?
You know, the thing is, I do have, like, at least in Belgium I had it, like, I do have a preference in bottled water. There are, like, specific waters that I just really don't like. And I don't know how, but yeah. Oh, if you haven't watched Bleach, I would say watch it. It's all but good. I have heard about it. I've also heard good things about it, but honestly, there is so much. I was talking about it yesterday, I think, because Sharon asked what's on my to-watch list. There's so many things that are honestly on my to-watch list that I would like to watch. But I think it's like a comfort thing in the sense that, like, I'm not really used to, like, watching shows. So when I then look or, like, do something to watch, I very easily just go to YouTube and start randomly watching stuff, which is not good. It can be good. Sometimes you can just do that. Like, watch something on YouTube is perfectly fine. But I think I should make time for things like that and then actually watch something. Though last night I did watch an episode of What We Do in the Shadows, so that's nice. But I have such a long to watch list. Same with like animes. One Piece, Bleach, like what is it, Demon Slayer? I've heard good things about. There are so many, but Bleach is on the list of potentially things I would like to watch. I've never really gotten into anime. Yeah. I've never really gotten into it.
Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
That could be the case.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society?
I mean, what else is he gonna do?
Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts.
Okay.
I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence.
Oh.
In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. For a long time, my memory was rather incomplete. With regard to the primordial sea, for example, I used to only be able to vaguely recall its connection to me, but I was unaware of what that connection was exactly.
If you don't have a website to watch stuff on, I can give you a site. Oh, that's really kind of you, Lord Farquaad. I actually do have one. My brother really likes watching anime, so he has given me like a website to watch stuff on. So in that regard, I'm good. It probably is the same one as you would message me, maybe. But yeah. I did try to watch One Piece a little bit. I also watched a little bit of the Persona anime, both 5 and 4. But I start things and I never finish them. Is there anyone who can answer those questions?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
Question. It might have been answered before, but I don't know. Is Zhongli an elemental dragon, or does he just happen to have a dragon form?
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time.
Happens to have a dragon form. Okay, good to know.
But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
I see.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Time is limited, says the guy that is like 500 years old already. It's also for normal movies, but I don't know what the law is in Belgium. In Ireland, they don't care or crack down on it. I don't know the law in Belgium either. I spend most of my time in Germany though, and in Germany they are extremely strict with things. It's crazy. In that regard, they have one of the I think they have some of the strictest laws in that regard. Like if you download something, you get a fine.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
It's to the point that, like, here, we really have to tell people that live here, because there's people from all kinds of different countries that join here. We have to say, like, don't download anything. because you get fined. Not a lot of people know that. There was somebody in my chat once who like just came to visit in Germany, and they were like, I just downloaded a movie in the hotel room and all of a sudden I got a massive fine. And he's like, I didn't know that that wasn't allowed here. I was just on holiday.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago,
okay,
another idea came to me.
Okay.
Water? Do you mean...
The Fountain of Lucine?
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge.
Mm.
It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me.
I have a question. Where is this story quest situated in the main story? I guess this is before the wrap-up of the Archon quest, because this came out before we wrapped up the story.
Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
After. Aha, okay.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look.
Wait, not sure. That's what I mean, because I think his story quest came out before the last act of chapter, what is it, 4? So I'm wondering.
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
The dialogue changes based on whether you did the Act 5 of Fontaine. Hi, Roshan, by the way. Really? That's interesting. Now I want to know the differences. Because, yeah, we did complete the act. I think that's pretty cool, too. That they change it. Okay. Yeah, we read all these. Let's go. Let's go to the fountain. Aw, can I not teleport? I can. Hope you're doing well, Roshan. It's good to see you. Yeah, the very end of the Archon quest was after this story quest. Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Monsieur Neuvilette?
Oh. Yep.
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Can I talk to him?
I wonder what's going on.
Nothing, we're just on a stroll. Can't we enjoy the nice Fontanian weather?
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next?
Stand in the fountain.
Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Not really. Should I drink more primordial seawater?
Perhaps leave the investigation to
me.
I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
What are you gonna do?
A safe distance? Neuvilette, what exactly are you...
Okay.
Whoa, it's glowing!
Oh, my eyes. The light. As the fountain of Lucine lights up, a wave of dizziness washes over you. Oh no. Oh? What just happened? Everything looks a little different than how they are normally. It should continue forward and... I should continue forward and take a look around. Ooh. Sepia. Wait. There is no building. Where am I? Oh! Is that Carol? Oh, yeah, it is. It is Carol.
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvilette.
In Fontaine. Yeah, okay. Dumb questions get dumb answers, I guess.
The court of Fontaine is truly incredible.
Aww.
There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
This is before they invented colors, I see.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
Aww.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
Oh, knowing that she's no longer with us is so sad.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village.
Oh.
It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head.
Oh.
And I tried really hard not to cry.
Oh.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat.
Stupid Fontainians, I'll throw rocks at your head.
There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
It's just that you're too pretty, like, to talk to. Like, I would... yeah.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best, then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I just want to give her a hug.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh.
How can anybody hate on them?
Hello. I'm Carol, a Melusine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
I have a window open with a motorcycle. I am gonna spill wine all over your clothes. Red wine. You can't get that out. Simone.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Shut the fuck up, Clotaire.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvilette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
I don't even believe they allowed you walking around. Should lock you up in a basement.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Fucking conspiracy theorists. I'm sorry, Clodomir, that you can't, like, hold an official job and you get annoyed that other people's are doing a better job at it than you.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm gonna punch her in the face.
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Mare Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvilette in cahoots with you? You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know.
I mean, I get that you're, like, skeptical when, like, this new guy joins and you have no idea who that is, and all of a sudden he's, like, the Chief Justice and he's the one that decides over your fate, and then all of a sudden he brings these weird-looking creatures in. I don't think they're weird. I think they're absolutely adorable. And that they're like, ooh, and they're solving the things. I can get that you're being a bit suspicious, but still, why such a sad story? I don't know. I didn't pick it. I'd rather have fun stories, but I guess that's why Genshin is so good, because they can really pull at your heartstrings.
So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melusines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
How can you guarantee that you weren't involved with anything, look, Clotaire? Oh no.
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation.
Yeah, you tell them.
There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melusines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvilette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
See, they're like, how do we have evidence? You're like a monster. How should we trust you? And then there's a guy that's like human and that's been like there, you know? And then it's like, he's like, it's not the case. And then they're like, huh. That's why you should get the Yoimiya story. We'll get there for sure. We'll get there. Like, isn't that part 2? Didn't we do her... We did do her story quest, right? But she has a part 2. So yeah. Yeah, part 2.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
I don't know. Oh, don't be sad.
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you.
Ugh.
There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Damn. Dude, be a little more motivating. Nothing happens if if everybody just gives up when it's difficult anyway.
Monsieur Neuvilette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort.
I'm getting a bit too invested.
I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
I still don't trust him. I don't know. Ryo's story is fun too. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Nope. Dot, dot, dot. Oh, look. Isn't that like a teleportation point? Is it really fun?
What's this?
Is it fun? Is it fun because he's in there and we can look at the cake? I mean, that can be fun. That is true.
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin.
Oh.
Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Jesus, okay.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
Damn, this theater thingy gives a lot of primos since I did not play the last theater. Should be around 2000 primos. I think this is the first time it, this is the first time it's active, right? This is the first theater. This is like the, yeah. Damn, Free Please really has been playing too much. What was it, Diablo?
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Yeah, don't ruin the mood.
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in.
Path of Exile and then Diablo. Right, you did mention Path of Exile too, that's right. I just remember last time you said Diablo. Right, time for me to get back to the grind, but I will keep the stream open. Okay, thank you for lurking still. Good luck with grinding. Good luck with that. Have fun with it too. It is just for the first clear. That's true, it is only the first time that you get extra primos, but I mean, afterwards I guess you can still get stuff.
Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Bye. Okay, let's continue. Oh.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
What's rightfully ours?
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvilette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvilette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Racists. Oh no! Oh.
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvilette too!
Oh, those are the voice lines from the trailer. I think.
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
Fuck off, Clotaire. Yeah. I recognized it.
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvilette confess to his mistakes and yield up power.
Oh, he's not gonna bring that forward, is he? He's gonna hold that back.
The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
Sacrifice herself?
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
Okay, he's nice. Okay. I didn't trust him at first.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
Poor Carroll!
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvilette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Okay, maybe I'm okay.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young.
Okay.
She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent,
Aww.
kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvilette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvilette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. Wait, is Carol...
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around.
Okay.
Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvilette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Rackus commotion, okay.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did? Yeah, that's right!
I mean, still... illegal things...
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvilette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
Yeah.
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions.
Oof.
Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
Oh.
What? That can't be! Monsieur Neuvilette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvilette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off?
You said you were gonna... all the consequences, you know?
Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvilette!
Order.
Oh, that poor guy.
Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Oof. The best delivered NPC line for real.
Monsieur Neuvilette.
So good that they put it in the trailer. He did say the thing. He said the thing. I love how it's always in the like na 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 na. Like the cadence is always in such a like melodic way. It's so funny.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
No, it's...
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
I don't know. You keep pets. That's very peaceful, right? Not that Melusines are pets, but I mean like different species. Peaceful.
Hey, stop spacing out!
Everything is all nice unless it goes against your comfort and what you know.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
What was that?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought.
I mean, he's a... okay, he's a Hydro Dragon.
The last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine.
Damn.
Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That is quite difficult, I guess, when you're in the land of Hydro and there's literally water everywhere.
That sounds awesome!
I don't know. It sounds overwhelming to me.
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
There we go. The memories I saw were related to you.
Which ones?
From when you brought Carol to the court of Fontaine to when you declared Vautrin guilty.
It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories.
Aww.
That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying.
That's okay, Paimon.
Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange.
Okay.
I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions.
But?
I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to
Damn.
finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Uh-huh.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
Right.
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Wasn't there a list of suspects?
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
The godfather of the macaroon mafia is here.
there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case.
Damn, I wonder who told you that.
So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you.
Okay, I guess that also makes sense. I thought it was gonna be Charlotte, but...
You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret.
Oh.
People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
Oh.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think.
Oof, yeah, I'd be staring all day long.
Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Thank you, Navia.
Neuvilette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
It's okay. If it happens again, I have bombs. And a very enthusiastic, I don't know, 6-year-old. I don't know how old Klee is, actually. Like, if we would have to, like, guess, like...
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night?
I don't know either.
Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it. Who's been threatening Melusines? Yes. Show yourself!
Yeah, show yourself.
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Oh, this is so nice.
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
Oh, she talks so cutely. A tiny little lisp.
We were informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
Yeah, why won't we do that?
This isn't a good time to be out and about. Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too. All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
Oh, I would love a cake.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
Yeah, you tell them. Oh, they're all keeping an eye on them.
Let's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvilette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
The way they adore Melusines, if I were Neuvilette seeing this, I would just break down crying. Yeah, me too. It would all of a sudden start raining in Fontaine for, like, a really intense rainstorm.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh, look. Is it that Neuvilette? I think he's looking at us.
I think he's looking at us. Don't act suspicious.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
Don't cry, Neuvilette.
This is truly wonderful.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion.
We wouldn't want that.
Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mamonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
Yes. Nice. Okay. Remind me to get that checked out before leaving, because sometimes I play and I forget to get my commission stuff. I'm so happy everybody loves the Melusines. I love the Melusines. Smuggling.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Marechaussee Phantom. This is the one.
Is this a tiny little sticker? What is that?
The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
Yeah, what does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial.
Oh no, Sijuin.
Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders, but who did not participate in the case, will not stand trial.
Oh, but they're still out and about.
Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Should we tell Navi about this?
Monsieur Neuvilette, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula
Oh.
just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe."
Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've
I
only
mean-
just figured out the suspect's name.
Don't question the macaroon mafia.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
Yeah, that's not gonna be suspicious at all when you all of a sudden show up, Neuvilette.
La la la.
La la la. Maybe it's a trap. I was thinking the same thing, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Though there is a high chance it might be a trap. Wait, where do I have to go? There. Oh, I'll just jump there.
Woo, woo.
Oh. Uh-huh. I mean, as if she doesn't stand out. As if this is not gonna be suspicious.
Whoa. Check out all these people. Hey there. Are you Navia's friends too?
Don't talk to them.
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Oh.
Invite them over.
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Okay.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
Oh yeah, you look very happy about it.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
For ages.
Something feels off, but oh well. Let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essa here?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, be nervous. Okay.
You're Essa?
Yes, Monsieur Neuvilette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
Damn, he is not. He just goes for it.
I did, but I was just following orders.
Oh.
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Oh.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I'm extremely grateful for your help.
Are we getting cake?
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
Yeah, right now. Right now. Wait, what? Oh, continue current quest. Don't take a cake from Neuvilette, he will send you to jail after eating. That's true. I don't trust it anymore.
It's Monsieur Neuvilette?
It's cake!
Am I seeing things?
No, you're not. Cake is a lie? Nah, man, it looks quite real to me.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meropide, dear esteemed guests.
Oh, yeah, we are very happy to be here.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we made a name for ourselves at this place.
He actually here, I was convinced we didn't even have to meet him in this quest? This, okay. I was like, there's a letter missing.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice,
Wait,
showed up.
haven't you played this quest yet, Hira?
Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase.
Okay. But I would like the pleasantries.
I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to
Oh,
round
8
up
months
the
ago,
other
yeah.
inmates and instigate a protest.
That makes sense.
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started.
Damn.
And now he's threatening Melusines, is he?
He is.
To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
They said mean things about Sijuin.
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
And only know that we had so few instances to meet Risley. Yeah, I'm happy and anytime I can see him.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Oh.
Did I hear someone say Melusine? What happened?
Nothing, Sijuin. It's all fine.
Sijuin!
Yeah, make her worried, traveler. A Melusine named Kiara received a threatening letter.
Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here. Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
Yes, she is. Don't worry.
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Wriothesley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
Well. How there are a handful of scenes in permanent or not permanent content too, where we would meet him and then he just not added to the story.
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvilette would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you.
Thank you.
Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Oh, I would definitely listen to everything she has to say.
Please come with me to the infirmary.
Oh, gladly.
Ah, and watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Is she gonna say anything? No. Can I get a meal? Nice. Wait, I actually don't remember where welfare meals are. Ah, here. Oh! Oh, suspicious fish and chips. Oh. Life is not a game. A tiny little bit. Sometimes. Wait, no. This one. This one. Okay. I'm just gonna...
Did Neuvilette just walk by?
Yep.
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Man, the music in here is so great. We're here.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway. Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about.
She's so cute. I'm so happy I have her.
Concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
The criminals we passed by earlier.
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
I missed it.
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them.
I'm Paimon.
But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
Paimon and I will go. You're not exactly a sight for sore eyes around here.
That's not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
Damn, he's pacing. Huh.
Anything you need?
The badge you're wearing.
Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
Yeah.
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago.
Totally not
We
suspicious.
have never had many members throughout our history.
Oh, I wonder
nor do we
why.
have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress, but people won't give us a hard time if we stick.
Yeah. If we stick together.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
No.
If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
Oh, you have flyers. Help each other, do all you can to further justice, do not detest just judgment. The above are the 3 principles of the Mutual Aid Network. Mad. All are welcome to join and membership is free. There are no compulsory group events. The Mutual Aid Network encourages members to do what they are able, including but not limited to cleaning, exercising, tutoring, and studying. It is hoped that all Mutual Aid Network members will, during their time in the Fortress of Meropide, face up to the crimes they have committed, encourage each other, support each other, and welcome the future together.
Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged.
Technically, that's not a bad thing.
Here, this book is for you.
But
you're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
But oh, oops. I clicked the wrong mouse button.
You two look kind of familiar.
The badge you're
it's
wearing.
The symbol of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though.
Oh.
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone.
Okay.
He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other. All of us have a lot of respect for him.
So
Let's head back and talk to Neuvilette.
it has nothing to do with the smuggling. It has to do with that guy that got Oh damn, he's sitting down now.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
We did.
The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace.
Damn,
Have you seen any of those before?
I need to level up more characters for the theater. I'm missing 2 level 70s. Ooh, better get to work then. I can't even do normal. I could only do easy.
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin.
Yep, it's all Vautrin's fault.
Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Oh, so the network was inspired by...
Monsieur Neuvilette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
Turns out we don't need Domenico.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
Okay. Let's go to the Duke's office. Maybe he has some tea for us. Wait, wasn't Sijuin gonna bring us tea? Are we like gonna leave and she's gonna show up with like a platter and she's like, oh, where did he go? So mean of us.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvilette? What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Okay. Oh.
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meropide has something to do with this as well.
I wonder if these are like real or fake ones.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
Real? Man, they're a bitch to heal. Cartilage piercings? Ugh. I'm off to bed. Good night, Lord Artaban. Thank you for watching the stream. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest of the night and a good rest of the week, too.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
Yep, totally
I only
reasonable.
intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Maréchaussée Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial.
Ugh. Hi, Data. How are you?
But I refuse to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right?
Welcome
well,
to
I
the
suspect
stream.
that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melusines?
Ignorance is not an excuse, by the way.
My initial target was Neuvilette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meropide was declared guilty by him, after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against them, right? If I could get them to strike back.
Not great, not terrible. That doesn't sound good. I hope things get better for you soon. How's Genshin going? Genshin's going. Genshin is going. We did some pulls. Last week, Tuesday, we got Sijuin. And we got Farina. When is you going to do Sijuin's story quest? Well, we first had to do Neuvilette's story quest before we could do her. So that's why we're doing this today. But I'm pretty sure I'll be doing Sijuin's quest Wednesday.
But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me.
Hi, Tiki.
That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melusines to salvage things.
Poor Melusines.
I recall that Kiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family.
This is Sijuin, by the way, Data. This is the character I really wanted. And I got her. And I'm very happy.
But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Kiara and force her to resign from the Maréchaussée Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Okay, so it's not the mad group. I thought it would be them, but I was wrong. Her story quest is good but short. Aww, that sucks. I hate it when they're short. Like, Cleese was also super short. It was done in 20 minutes. And she's my favorite character.
Sijuin, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later.
But I'm still looking forward to playing it, though. Bye, Sijuin.
So, Monsieur Neuvilette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melusines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
Because Cleese quest was the first story quest in a game. Really? Ah, that makes sense. Well, they should make a second one. She deserves a second one that is longer. There are quite a handful of people. Well, I mean, everybody deserves a hangout or a story quest, but there are certain ones that I'm like, they deserve a second one.
And how long
Please,
ago
one
was
of
this
them.
incident?
Or like a hangout. I don't know how hangouts work, so I don't know if her character would be an interesting one to do a hangout with, but yeah.
More than 400 years.
Ooh, yikes.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melusines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society.
Hangout is for 4 stars only, so she wouldn't get one. Aha! I did not know that. And with seeing all of them, I should have realized that it's only 4 stars. So 4 stars get hangouts, 5 stars get story quests. Interesting. It makes sense. It makes sense. That now it clicks, all makes sense now. I'm like, okay. Still, that means that I think Klee deserves a second story quest.
But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melusines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melusines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvilette, the Melusines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you.
That makes sense.
When people refused to place their trust in Melusines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on. People no longer have any reservations about you and even consider you a symbol of the law.
That's true.
Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Tragedies like that won't ever happen again.
I am undeserving of such high compliments.
No, you're not. Take
From
them.
my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of
It
praise.
is.
I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments.
Neuvilette is too humble.
It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
Man, Wriothesley's so hot.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Yeah, why not stay for a cup of tea? Don't laugh, Tiki. I can't help it. I get distracted by him. That character design is... They knew what they were doing.
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even be there, so like you're just in his office.
The less time I spend here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
Okay.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Oh no, well we have to stay now. Can't help, nothing we can do about that.
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
Okay.
I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Mermonia staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
You're not going to...
Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild.
Can't help it. My imagination always runs wild when you're around.
Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk. I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
Okay.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
Maybe I shouldn't play Risley's quest. I think it's gonna be too much for me.
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network.
Investigating. I wouldn't call it an investigation, but yeah.
Yep. Neuvilette thought their badges looked familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right.
How nice.
I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression. In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
Damn.
What?
Doesn't he hate Neuvilette?
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
Oh.
An act?
Neuvilette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment.
I mean, he did say that he would, like, take responsibility, like, not in these words, but, like, he implied that, you know, for his actions.
Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice.
That's true.
And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one.
Damn, Risley. Very smart of you.
That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
Will you marry me?
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is. Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
No, but I want... Okay. Well, bye.
Please, take care.
Thank you. You say it. It's terrible, Tiki. It's absolutely terrible.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but...
Ooh, I like this.
I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of me?
A lot of things.
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said.
Yeah.
As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler? Hey, any comments?
What I really think is...
She speaks.
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
As the Hydro Dragon Sovereign, Neuvilette still thinks of himself as an outsider due to his identity. But so much time has passed since then, perhaps the lines between him and humans have long since blurred.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself.
Man, I don't even fully understand myself. It's all good.
But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Oh, huh?
No!
It's raining! Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella!
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning?
Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Yeah, don't cry. Aww.
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvilette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
Don't you just want to give him a big
How can two
hug?
completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvilette!
Oh.
The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Oh, thank God. Hey! That was so pretty. Poor Neuvilette. Traveler speaking makes this more impactful. It really does. I like that they made her talk for this.
Resolved?
It is.
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Mermonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy. So I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvilette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
That's better than a no.
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month.
Lol.
Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Damn, look at you go, Neuvilette. The poor Charlotte's having a seizure or something.
Yes! Thank you so much, Monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results.
She was not ready to hear a yes. No, she was not at all. She's so used to hearing no's that she's just like, whatever. Charlotte is awesome. Charlotte is so cute.
I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
I'm glad she's getting that interview.
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I dreaming? What should I ask him?
You have a month to figure it out, Charlotte.
Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity and ask away.
She's right.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
Okay.
Don't let anything. I agree.
I just wanted to see. Okay. Let's teleport here because we are lazy. She will pull 30 all-nighters in a row to prepare for that. Yeah, and like she'll have a full notebook. The way she asked that question was the same vibe when I tell people to watch One Piece. All I'm gonna hear is a now, and I take it. No pressing it. That's true. I still need to watch it, but like, I then lose interest and then I don't get to it, and yeah. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, it's that thing. Yeah, we will do that after we're done talking to Neuvilette. I didn't know you watch anime. I don't, not really. I've watched a little bit here and there, but even then, I've never finished an anime. I'd say the ones I started watching were Persona 4, Persona 5. I watched like 2 episodes of Attack on Titan. I watched a handful of One Piece. And I finished the first season of My Hero Academia. We'll probably write a book full of questions and later she could make a guide out of that. How to do an interview. That's true! There you are! Hello! Oh. Oh. I don't want to wake her up. Oh, those snoring sounds. It's so cute. Also, sleeping standing up, that's a skill.
Kiara?
Monsieur Neuvilette? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
That's okay.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember.
Aw.
My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things.
Same.
By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. Where's she gone, by the way?
Oh no.
I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah. I'm not telling her.
In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, Kiara, our dreams have finally come true.
No.
I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why.
Oh.
I felt really happy too.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
It's gonna rain again.
Monsieur Neuvilette, are you happy too? Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alof.
Of course. Off you go.
Bye.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
Bye, Kiara.
See you next time.
Off she goes. That was such a good quest.
I once thought that time was of no consequence to me. Distance yourself from others and stay focused on your work. A few years or a few hundred, it's all the same. But after all this, I've realized that perhaps this way of thinking is fundamentally flawed. The passing of time has its own consequences. The answer that I've been searching for amongst all those lives. Perhaps it's life itself.
Damn. Okay. Oh, this was such a good quest, guys. This was such a good quest. She gonna say something? No. I loved it. I love the Melusines. I love Neuvilette. It's great. I guess I can just leave. I'm gonna go to Catherine. And I'm gonna get my stuff. And then I knew you'll love it. Yeah, it was great. It was really sad too, though. Oh my god, that was so sad. And that scene at the end was great.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Now I can't wait for Siege Ruins, actually. Claim all. Dispatch again.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
You're welcome. Okay, now I can unlock this one. Yay. I am gonna unlock Chlorans as well and Kiori. Since I have the keys anyway, might as well. There we go. I do need to do all of these. For sure. Is this a... Ah. Was the family WhatsApp group. Okay!
Explosion inside City Wall.
All good. I'll be switching scenes and we'll be wrapping up actually. Let me put on the background music. Oh, wrong button. Oops, that's my bad. It happens. Okay. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. Was a good quest. I'm glad we did it. Next stream we will do Siege Ruins quest. It is getting really warm. My god. My god. But yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna raid Morale, I think. I don't know how long she's gonna stream, but she's cooking, it looks like. Let me open. Maybe she's like wrapping up. No, she's still cooking. I don't know how much longer she's gonna like stream, but I'm gonna raid her. So let's create a raid for Morale. Morale is my friend. Morale is my upstairs neighbor. But yeah, thank you for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday at 6, hopefully. Please join my Discord if you want, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll be back on Wednesday, hopefully. AI Dana will work. If not, all good. Say hi to Morale. Be nice. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Bye.